Josie, welcome to Cat on the Loose.
Oh, thank you. So excited.
I want to give a big shout out to our friend in common, Raven, that connected us, because I'm so excited. Raven, thank you.
One of the sweetest girls in the world.
I know, right? And that's one thing that I want to mention, because I am such a girl's girl, and I'm all about women joining forces and empowering each other. And I adore Raven because she is like that. And it's so heartbreaking that so many women are not,
and you
right?
see on social media people making fun of other women.
I know.
I'm like, what are you doing? And I always am that person that says, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Can you please turn the camera on yourself and see what that's like if someone else did,
but you know,
that to you?
The haters, usually it's always somebody that is very unhappy with their own lives.
Of course.
Right?
That is.
But anyway, I'm so happy that she connected us because
I
I'm
know,
really excited
she's one of the nicest people in the world. And I'm very excited.
Everybody listening, they're like, who is Raven? Who is Raven? Don't worry. I'll get her on the show one of these days because she has one of the most beautiful love stories on the planet.
Oh my God. And I knew her single. So it's amazing.
Same.
Oh, I know. It makes me want to go to Texas.
I know. We got to go to Texas.
I just met another girl who said, oh, I just met someone in Texas.
Oh, really?
And I said, were you even moving there? She goes, no, I just was visiting and I met someone.
So for context, Raven lived here in Beverly Hills and she was single. Like, you're single, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was single for a long time. And then all of a sudden, like, 1 second, split of a night, she met this guy in Texas. They fell madly in love. They got engaged, got married. Now they have the most adorable baby. So she's like the Cinderella love story. And then she moved to Texas. The day she told me, she's like, I'm moving to Texas. I'm like, what?
It happened fast.
It happened really fast. But now back to you because I have a million questions.
Sure.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been an actor forever.
Yeah.
Right?
I was about 5.
Oh my God.
I used to think it was 3 years old, but I think according to SAG, my union, I think it's about 5.
Oh my God. So basically you were born and you started acting.
Sort of.
You have a love affair with the camera.
Well, no, not at all. Oh, I hate cameras. No.
Hey.
I do. Why do you think I'm like, oh my God, do I look okay?
I
hate it. I hate it.
How can you do what you do?
I could never
like,
model. I could never, like my mom was a model and years ago they wanted me to do print when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I hated it because I don't like relying on my looks because I don't feel like my looks are perfect or whatever.
Oh, shut up.
So I love being able to more have my personality and I'm acting and stuff like that. Then I'm not thinking about the camera. It can be there or not.
So are you one of those actors that you don't watch your own materials because you don't want to see yourself on camera?
Yes, yes, but I do watch it one time. I know. I was talking to an actor recently. He said, I don't watch my stuff at all. And I was thinking, but if you had, you would have seen you were the only actor that didn't do what should have been done. I'm sure he won't see this, so it's okay. But he was in a very big movie, and I think you should see it one time to see if what you were working on, what you were creating and doing, your intention was for the movie, your character, the scene, whatever.
I agree.
And see if it actually, how it turned out. I mean, it's like baking a cake.
Yeah.
You can bake a cake and be brilliant, but don't you want to actually just see it really quick. You don't need to stare at it forever, you know?
I totally agree. I like, because I was like you, I started very young when I was 4 doing TV commercials.
Oh.
No acting, but I did a ton of TV commercials.
Yeah, me too.
And then I did music video, because my dad was a TV producer. But nowadays, and I went back to acting last year, long story, but I love looking at myself because I want to see everything that I don't do properly or how can I improve, how can I improve my game. So I think that's really important, right?
You know, I think looking and not staring is good because if you keep watching yourself, then you start to become self-conscious when you're acting. You don't want that.
Yeah.
So I think that's a huge thing. And you don't want to start doing things that you like about that you're watching. You don't want to start doing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You just don't want to be self-conscious whatsoever when you're acting. So, are you Brazilian?
My mom. Yes, I was born in Brazil.
I knew it. I dated a Brazilian. He's from Sao Paulo.
Don't.
Well,
don't date another one.
I did. Tell me why.
Because, okay, and I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this one, but that's how I feel, okay?
Because I did go out with another one and it wasn't a match.
By the way,
go ahead.
every rule has its exceptions, but in general, I think that most Brazilian men are, they cheat by nature, they're womanizers, sorry, we're having an
That's
issue with
okay.
her mics.
Go right ahead.
But anyway, they're
They
womanizers.
cheat.
They cheat by nature. You know, so I just don't like. I've dated a Brazilian guy and ended up in disaster. But I would not do it again. I just don't like their dating culture. It's just the way they are. It's ingrained in the culture.
I've noticed they tend to like the party. They tend to be to me, kind of shallow. The guys that I've dated, I can only speak about that. I'm sorry if you're Brazilian or not like that. Too shallow, I think. Very much about the exterior and like going to the party and to be seen and to be out and that kind of party thing, and that's not my deal.
Same. So that again, are there nice Brazilian guys? I'm sure.
Oh, they were very nice. But there was also a lot of people pleasing, which was not, you're not being authentic in who you are if you're people pleasing. So what are you hiding?
Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, I honestly, I would stay. It's just my rule. And I know a lot of Brazilian guys are going to send me messages like, but you know, I have a lot of friends. I lived in Miami for a while and you know, there are a lot of Brazilian men there. And I just think by nature, they're always looking around. And I'm super loyal.
Yeah, me too.
Super loyal. So I want a loyal man. I want a man that is interested in being with me, you know.
I've been pretty lucky with that, except for one guy, but you know, I was in my 20s and he got into drugs, and once you start doing that, just forget it. They're not even the same person you fell in love with, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
now,
tough.
so I have a question. I have 10 million questions for you. So before we talk about your acting, do you think, obviously you've been in this industry your entire life, do you think that makes it harder in terms of dating and having relationships? Because I know a lot of people, because we live in LA, and I know a lot of people here say, oh my God, the entertainment industry, because I'm on sets and everybody's so shallow, la, la, la. How is your experience with that?
No, my experience is when I was on shows and working a lot, it helped me because I was actually out at parties and meeting people. But now that I'm doing independence, I'm not on a series, I'm not invited to go to parties now, and so I'm not out and I'm not meeting anybody. So I'm not literally not dating.
But were you like when you were on? Because she's been on so many fantastic shows and movies. By the way, guys, go look at her work. Google her. I'm gonna put the link to her.
Oh, Google! I think I look so awful on there.
No, you do
so
not.
Stupid. I have some of the worst pictures on.
Josie,
can you go to my Instagram? At least you can see.
Yeah, the link to your Instagram is right on this episode.
Better.
By the way, you do not. You're fabulous.
Google.
But so let's say when you were on Beverly Hills 90210, I mean, I grew up watching Beverly Hills 90210. I was obsessed.
Oh, so you watched it all the way to the end?
Jesus,
I was on the last season. That's why.
I watched. Oh my God, I was obsessed. It was like the biggest show on TV.
You know, Brian Green and I knew each other as teenagers, so I knew him forever.
Yeah.
So it was funny then.
So were you guys like kind of flirting and dating each other?
No.
Because some of them were, no?
No. Brian was dating what's her name? She left as I came on.
Vanessa Marcel.
Yeah.
They ended up having a relationship,
Kid
right?
or something. Yeah. So they were dating.
You were not interested in, you were not flirting with anybody you were working with?
No. And then Luke Perry,
you made a funny
who's
face.
really, no, I just was thinking, no, he was super nice and he, you know, wanted to, whatever. And I just didn't
He
really,
wanted to
date. And I feel sad, like, because of what, you know, he's not alive. And it's crazy.
Oh my God. He passed away so young, right?
Yeah.
So young. I don't
But he
remember
ended up,
the story, but I know he was very young.
Yeah, I just didn't want to date the I don't know, the actor thing is not really, usually I don't want to date actors.
Same.
So it's that kind of thing.
Same. That's one.
Yeah.
I've never I've been on dates with actors, but I never dated an actor.
It's
and I don't want to date an actor.
It's like dating a chick in a way
Yes.
because they're more like my ex was in the mirror longer than I was. And I was
Yeah,
like, you
I know
gotta
exactly.
be kidding me.
I don't want to. I want to date a man that is supportive of my work. That's like behind the scenes cheering me on, like going to the events with me.
And
but
not
I don't wanna date
insecure
him.
and not intimidated.
Exactly.
Because the kind of abusive guy that I dated, which was an emotional mental one, that's the sneaky kind.
Yeah.
He was intimidated, he was jealous, he was super insecure, and oh my God, that was the worst.
I agree.
Yeah.
But how was your experience being on that? Because at the time, I think it was the top show on television or one of the top shows on television, right?
I know, I can't believe that they ended it, and I was like, I was just, I was
so
on
you were
for...
cast on the last...
I was cast the last season. I think we did like 12 episodes, or somewhere around there, and then it ended. Otherwise, I would have been on for a long time.
But how was your experience working with them and working with Aaron Spelling?
Oh, yeah, well, I went on to Aaron Spelling's next show when 90210 was off. Then I went on to his next show. And that was his last show.
What was the name of
that was called Titans.
I don't think I watched that.
It was with Victoria Principal and Yasmin Bleeth.
Oh, wow.
And Casper Van Dien. And so
How
that was
it working
NBC's
with him?
big...
Was he highly involved on the show?
Aaron
Spelling?
No, I didn't see him very much. I mean, I saw him right when I first was cast. I have some funny stories I won't get into about that, but
why not?
He had shag carpeting that was this long, and I had to stand there and in his big shag carpeting. I have a long story I'm not going to get into, but the man had the longest couch I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
And all the executives would sit on that, and it was so crazy. But he was very nice. I heard he liked chocolates, so when I got the role, I sent him a ton of chocolates. But I think that it just went to his office instead, and they ate it all. But it was a huge NBC show. They thought it was going to be this massive hit. And then there was someone in our cast that got into drugs, and that sort of helped end the whole thing.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and that was a
huge
big
problem.
show. Yeah. Charles Barkley watched our show. He wanted to be on our show and in scenes with me, I was told. Jack, whatever his name is, was like, my friend, I golf with Charles Barkley, and he wants to do a scene with you. And so it started really getting out there. It was becoming popular, but then it ended. It was sad.
No. So after that, you went on. You've done some pretty cool movies. I mean, you work with some really cool people. Come on, spill the tea. You made
spill the tea.
Spill the tea. The BTS, the behind the scenes. We want to know. We want to know.
I've never heard that.
For example,
spill the beans.
Spill the beans. We spill the tea. Spill whatever you want. Spill the love. Spill the love. We drink love.
What is this?
It's this sugar-free, calorie-free electrolyte beverage. So I'm obsessed.
Oh, good for workout.
Yes, exactly. Gives
I'm
you
going to save it for when I'm working out.
It gives you sodium, potassium, magnesium, everything you need. But I mean, we're doing an extra. But they deserve it because, like the owner.
When I work out,
dear friend, it gives you everything your body needs without the freaking sugar and calories. So I'm obsessed.
Post-workout.
Yeah.
Or during.
Exactly. I literally only put on my show in my life what I truly use and believe so. But I forgot. Oh, okay. I want to talk about your experience because you worked in a movie with Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Tell me. How'd you end up there?
It was his directorial debut. So
oh my God.
At the
what
time,
a dream.
I had a great manager.
Yeah.
And she was so fantastic. And she got me this audition. And it went great, obviously. The producer thought I was great. It went on to the next level, which was, your callback is going to be with, let's see, is for Nicolas Cage, and since he's directing it, it's with James Franco, and it's going to be, the callback will be at his house, at Nick Cage's house.
Really?
In Bel Air at the time. Yeah.
How old were you?
Let's see. I was dating a
ballpark.
I always have to think.
In your 20s?
No, I think I was. Oh yeah, maybe I was in my 20s. Yeah, something like that. Around there, late 20s, maybe 30, somewhere around 28, 29, 30, something like that. I have to think of who I was dating at the time. Yeah, so something like that. Anyway, short version is that he just was fantastic. I mean,
so
I don't
you
know
went
how short
on the
of a
callback
version.
To
his house.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucked because it was New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve, I did not get to have fun. I had to go home
but
early.
I mean, come on.
Well, it's worth it in the end. But I remember
Please.
telling my date, I just said, I'm so sorry. We're at this big party, but
I think it's the
we have
dream
to go
of most
home.
actors to work with the like.
I didn't even. It's so funny is that I didn't. He didn't. It's not like he like. He didn't really tell me anything to do. I mean, he was directing James more, and then me. He just said, "Can you laugh here again like you did in the audition? I'm going to change the laugh back now. I wanted the laugh here and here. Can you do the laugh here, here, and then here again? And maybe say the dialogue that was not changed. And then like one time he had me change.
The movie.
Sonny.
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 I gotta watch
It's
it.
the name of James's character.
Oh, okay.
But he literally just said that.
Yeah.
Like he directed him and not me. And there was nothing for him to say.
Were you...
He loved what I did so much in the audition that he finally said, can I read with you? Like, 'cause I did the audition. He was like, oh my God, how did you do that? I'm like, what do you mean, how did I do that? How did you, it just seems so real.
Oh my God.
Every time you do it, you're laughing and it's so real. How do you do that?
Now I want to watch it. But how was...
So then he said, can I read with you?
How was the experience of working with him? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, we didn't really have to talk about anything. I know that at one point there was a sound person that got caught in the mirror and was in the shower in our scene, and James had a big blow up in the scene, so Nick got really mad that the sound person was like so dumb that they didn't see, hello, you're in the mirror. No, I don't want to say dumb, I'm sorry. But they're like, Jesus, how could you just stand there and you were seen? But technically the camera person should have seen the sound person, you know.
Do you believe, because you've been doing this so decade after decade after decade, you work with some heavyweights of the industry, you've been on some massive TV shows. Do you, because I see actresses saying that all the time. Personally, I kind of disagree, but tell me your opinion, that there is this aging issue in Hollywood. Like as you age, you get invited to less and less good stuff. Or do you think that's a myth? Because let's be honest.
For auditioning?
Yeah, for jobs, because not all projects require 20-year-olds, right? I mean, usually Oscar, you see Oscar winners, there are 50, 60, 70, etc. So I don't really know. I feel like when an actress is complaining about that, I'm like, are you sure? Because different projects require different ages, but what's your experience?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, your belief, I think, is better. I don't like to have a limiting belief like that and start thinking, but the reality is, I mean, even when I was in my 20s, there are more roles for 20s and 30s. There just is. And then when you start getting older, there are less roles. But that's just a fact. Like managers used to say that. And it wasn't a negative thing. I just can't remember. I guess when I was getting older or something, they said, just, you're going to get less auditions. We have a plethora of, all they want are 20s and kid movies and no, so that is a fact, but I don't, it hasn't affected me. This is so funny. It's a fact according to at least when I was in my 20s that they said that, but now I'm aware of what I can play, luckily, is a very wide range. I don't want to say what it is because I don't want anyone rolling their eyes, but I do have a very wide range.
You look insanely young.
Oh, thank you.
Obviously, and you're so tiny.
Thank you.
You take great care of yourself.
Well, I get a certain age. I'm going to say it. Okay.
Please
but
say
I do
it.
get late 30s to like early 40s. That's it.
Yeah.
But I have intentionally had to age myself for certain roles where I just did one where I played a judge and
in a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in order to do that, I had to make myself look at all sorts of ways to not look as good, but in a very natural way, like a no makeup look and the hair back in the stern bun, and I wore glasses.
You literally needed to look older,
which
for
is
this
great.
One role.
And I don't have wrinkles and lines around my eyes, so I wore glasses, which was really good. Plus, that was just a character choice anyway, but it all added to it. And then pure overhead lighting. That is the worst lighting. Pure overhead. You have overhead, but you also have these lights. I didn't have any lights. It was overhead, which is extremely aging. You could make a 12-year-old look 25 by doing that.
So what would you say, let's say somebody out there is listening, and of course I know people arrive in Hollywood any single day and their dream of getting the jobs that you did or getting on a great TV show.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if you heard that now they're going to do the reboot of Baywatch.
Oh, that's right.
I had.
Yeah, didn't they already do it? I thought, or aren't they?
No, that Fox is going to do a reboot, and there's this huge casting in February. So there's like everybody's talking about it around Hollywood. Any tips like for somebody trying to break in this industry or get cast? Like are there any tricks? Like ideas?
I would say I'm not the one to ask because I'm a child actor and we have the hardest road. I think about so many child actors that were so good that are not working and not even getting the chance. And I mean, honestly, I'll tell you truthfully, I'm only working because I get offers. I don't get the opportunity to audition. I would love to, but casting just doesn't. And I have to just say, gee, I wonder why that is. Although I did get one agent one time, and that made a huge difference suddenly when I did start getting out years ago. So then that kind of made me say, oh, well, then maybe it is just your rep. I don't know. But I do think the child actor thing is very difficult, number one.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been around so long that they kind of don't really like that. They want the new thing.
Oh, really?
The new discovery. It's always been like that. The other thing is, like I'm saying, is the agent and your rep is so important. Who you know is really big. I actually just got an audition for a big movie myself, only because I heard about it, so I was lucky. Heard about it through somebody, and then I asked somebody, I looked the guy up, and I found out the director knew someone I had another offer from and said, is there any way you could hook us up or whatever? And so we spoke on the phone. I said, can I audition? Sent him my demos. He's like, I'm so impressed by what you do. Oh my God, yes, I want you. Yes, 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 you're perfect for my movie. And so, you know, I did it. So I'm waiting to hear what's going to happen.
I hope you get it. Let me know.
Oh, thank you. It's not like, but what's funny is it's all girls and all kids in their teens.
Oh, wow.
Except for three women that are older. And this is actually a much older woman. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter what age it is, but you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Do you think that, so let's talk about dating a little bit. Do you think men or most men are intimidated when you meet
I always
a guy
hear that word.
and you say like, I'm an actress. Do you think they are attracted to that?
I don't tell them I'm an actress.
Oh, you don't?
I tell them I'm a real estate agent.
But I mean, if they Google your name, they're going to see.
I don't.
Even if they don't remember your face, because your face is very recognizable.
They don't usually look. I don't think they don't usually look. Some do, but in fact,
so you tell them you're what? You tell them
I'm a real estate agent, and then they just think I'm like one of many people in town.
Yeah.
But it does weed out the guys that obviously wouldn't care, you know, that just think,
Okay, so good question. Why would you not say I'm an actress? Because you're afraid it will intimidate
I don't want them to date me because of who I am. I don't like that. Although I did have a guy the other day on a dating app say, I know who you are. I don't want to date you.
What?
I said, we're almost the same age.
Why did he say I don't want to date you?
Because of age.
What?
I don't look my age. It doesn't.
Well, listen, but do you want to date some a-hole that says that?
No, of course not. Oh my God, I said, are you out of your mind? I said, I look younger than you. What is wrong with you?
Oh my God, what was he? He was not an actor, was he?
No, no, I don't want to date actors. No.
Same.
He looked like this, and he had he was bald, and he had
oh my God,
a beard that was gray or salt and pepper. By the way,
that was on a dating app?
Yeah.
So people can find you on a dating. Which dating app?
No, it's a private one, but I don't have
Which one?
Gray hair.
Which one do you use? Raya?
I don't want to say. I don't.
Why not?
Because I like to hide.
Well, don't you want to find someone?
How am I going to find through here?
Well, you never know. I'm sure all my guy friends are going to listen and be like, introduce me to
Yeah,
Josie.
but are they Brazilian?
No.
Oh, good. Okay, just let her know.
I would never do that to you.
I don't know.
I don't have any Brazilian friends in LA.
It's not like they're going to go online and find me now if you're there, you know.
Well, they can find you. They can, I mean, your Instagram.
It's hard to reach me on Instagram, though, too.
You don't look at all the messages.
No, they hide.
Yeah,
I had a
junk.
producer actually say she was trying to reach me forever. And in the messaging go through, I don't know, they do bury certain ones and organize them in a certain way. So I don't know. I don't know how.
So you're not easy to reach.
Actually, you know what? On my Instagram, there is a phone number there that reaches Ben and Grace. So yeah, one of them would definitely get me the
Who's Ben
message.
and Grace, your agents?
They work for me. No. They work for my office.
Okay, well, whatever. So you can be reached.
But we
if
all
you
share
decide to
that
be...
phone.
Oh my God,
I
that's
just don't
so
usually
funny.
read those messages.
But listen, so it's interesting, right? Because you said, I don't want to tell them I'm an actress. And I kind of feel a little bit the same way. But wait, let me explain what I'm going to say so you understand the question. Usually when I meet men, and they ask me what I do, I don't tell them about the podcast right away. Like on my dating profile, because I own a PR marketing and branding agency. So I'm a PR branding and marketing agency. I don't tell, and this is why, because in the past, when I told men like, oh yeah, I do a sex, dating, relationship podcast, a lot of guys, either they have the complete wrong image of me.
Oh.
They're like, oh, okay, she talks about sex. She's banging all kinds of different men.
Oh, wow.
Or they get intimidated. They go listen to all the episodes.
Oh, yeah, I don't
and
like that.
a lot of my life stories there, everything that I've been through. And they think they know me.
Oh, yes, I don't like that.
Right.
It's not fair.
Yeah, exactly. It's not fair.
Yeah, I don't like
or they feel intimidated by the show because they see that we do a lot of social media, we're in the press. So I decided to take my time. So like I meet someone, and then after I meet them, then I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I do the show, and it's a really big part of my life, and I want you to be supportive and comfortable with it. Do you feel a similar situation with acting? Do you feel if you open up too soon, they might get like, oh, it's too much for me?
First of all, when I go out, I get intimidated. People say I'm intimidated. I'm intimidating. I mean, I get the word intimidated all the time.
No.
All the time.
Because you're so beautiful.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that my friends, and then I find out from guys later, they all say, oh, you're kind of intimidating.
Really?
And you don't look like you need anybody. They usually think I'm already taken. They look like I have plenty of people. Guys on apps think I have a line out the door. Like they have no idea that I don't.
But even if you
At all.
did,
It's ridiculous.
like quantity doesn't mean quality, right? If you want to be in a relationship, you want to find the one
Which
right
is
person.
another reason I don't date a lot is I don't, it's very rare that someone makes me say, oh my gosh.
Same.
Yeah, it's
Same. I'm
amazing.
super selective. Like last year, I went an entire year without dating.
Yeah.
One entire year I was on a man diet.
Well, I wouldn't say, I'm not even trying to, and I probably have only been on last year a few dates, max, no joke.
So what are you looking for in a partner? What does it take to date you?
It's really funny. There's a guy at the gym that was just asking me this yesterday.
Which gym? You don't want to tell. Okay, don't tell us.
Yeah. Well, I go to Equinox.
But
yeah,
you
I'm
don't
not
have to-
advertising
but
for
you
them.
don't have to say which one.
I don't. I know. I move all around. I don't go to just one. But this guy was asking me on the treadmill, he's like, so what are you looking for exactly? What's your dream guy? I said, if I tell you what my dream guy is, you're going to think I'm impossible to date, but that's not the case. It doesn't mean that's what I have to have. I'm willing to not. If you saw my ex-boyfriend, you'd understand why. Like I'm not as picky
Well, look,
about looks
wait
as
a
people
minute.
think.
You should be able
Looks-wise,
to have...
I'm not as picky.
Well, that's not really important to me. I'm like a brain
Yes.
person. I'm like major sapiosexual.
Yes.
But you should be able to find everything you want in a partner.
Okay, I hate to say
Oh my God, I
this.
wish you guys saw her face now.
No, well, when you're over 35, let's say, it starts getting harder and harder, and the best guys don't want to date certain ages.
I don't agree.
Well, that's my experience, and it sucks.
I
But you
don't
know what?
agree.
That's here.
I don't
Raven
know.
says, and other girls say, it's not like
We're gonna move
that
to Texas.
in Texas and it's a totally different thing. And European guys are very different too. So I'm speaking to people that travel a lot. I don't travel a ton, but they definitely say that Europeans don't care.
I will tell you one thing, Josie. Why I disagree with this statement. I think the players, the men going through a midlife crisis, right? The narcissists, yes, they want the bimbo, the sugar baby, the 20-year-old, la la la, and you don't want that man. But the serious man, the man that is like, I want a life partner, I want to be in a relationship, they want someone age appropriate. They want someone that has something in their brain. I always use Jeff Bezos as an example.
Oh yeah, what are the ages?
I mean, Jeff Bezos married Lauren. She's 56, and he's madly in love with her. Why? Because they don't want a bimbo. Like when they take you to a business event or a business trip or something, or go on vacation with you, they want a like-minded
I thought
partner.
you were using them as the example of what not to do.
No.
Okay, they're look at for example, I think John Hamm is like ideally the great looking guy, right? Like
Okay.
dream
Well,
looking.
he is good looking.
Yeah, really attractive. And the guy on the treadmill next to me looked up his wife. So I guess he's like 50 something, 6, I think. 56, 58, something like that. But she's like 30, but late 30s.
Okay.
So you can't fault him too much. I mean, it's a huge difference. I don't believe in dating 10 years low, below or up. A lot of matchmakers don't believe in dating 10 years or above or below, like going more than that. But he did 20 years and, she'll be his nurse in 20 years.
Oh my God, just so mean.
No, my mom literally became my dad's nurse. So she said, don't do that. Don't date older,
it's
please.
Not, I think age difference is, it depends,
I just want to date my age. How about that?
But I'm sure there are a lot of guys your age that want to date you. Like I said,
I'm just not meeting them.
Exactly.
On the dating apps, number-wise, they don't want that. If they're in their 50s, they want to date 30s.
No, trust me.
A guy I know, no, this is not even
true.
normal. There's a guy I know in his 60s, and I went up to his wife. I said, you don't look an age over 30. I'm sorry, a day over 30. And she's like, I just turned 30. I said, I know.
Oh,
that
my
was the
God.
joke.
But
Except I
look,
messed it
listen,
up.
believe me, the guys that want the young bimbo, they are going through something. They are going through something. They are not the serious man that wants a relationship.
But you didn't frown when I said that Mr. Handsome.
No, because I don't know his
is
wife.
with
I don't know his wife.
Late 30s.
Again, I don't know his wife. There are a lot
But
of
that's
actors.
30s. That's my point.
Right, but look, there are a lot of actors that marry and are in relationships with women that are the similar age. Many.
Yeah, that would be nice. But on apps.
So they're out there.
And people used to try and set me up. They don't see me, keep in mind, unless they see a picture.
Yeah.
Do you want to go out with her?
Yeah.
They say, I'm telling you, every setup has failed because of this. Do you want to meet her? Yes. Okay. What's her age? They say my age, and they go, tell her I started dating someone.
No, look.
Tell her I went back with my ex.
So I will tell you something.
Every single time.
When whoever is doing that to you, you're dodging bullets. They are not the person for you.
Yeah, it's a shallow
Your
person,
guy,
of course.
because obviously you're gorgeous, you're super intelligent,
thanks.
you have a lot going on. Your guy is not gonna care how old you are. That's the thing. It's the same for me. I don't want to date the players. And by the way, I get hit on all the time by much younger men.
I don't get hit on ever.
Oh, shut up.
No.
That's impossible.
I don't.
You got to put yourself out there
No, I'm
more.
telling you. Well, yeah, even when I do. Even in my 20s, I didn't get. I only got hit on by really old sleaze guys. The guys I wanted to date were too scared. They just didn't. I have a witness. My friend Denise used to go out with me all the time. I hate to say that I gave up, but I finally stopped going out. I have no one to go out with now. We used to go out, I think 10 years ago, or the last 10 years up until, actually, I'm sorry, like 10 years. I literally have stopped going out.
No.
And I have no one to go out with. They're all married. So this girl, Denise.
I'll go out with you.
Used to go out with me. And any guy I found attractive, I would smile at. They would smile back or whatever and look away, and then I would look away and then I'd smile again. They never would come up. Denise had to go. I said, Denise, you are my witness, because everyone doesn't believe it, that this happens. She will stand there and say it's true.
Well,
she had to go
listen,
up to them, say she thinks you're really attractive. They say, really? Oh, I thought for sure she would have been married.
Unfortunately, some guys do get intimidated.
All of them.
I do know that. I did an entire episode
Unless they're
about
married,
it.
then they'll approach me.
You're not going to believe that. A friend of mine we went out and we did this experiment. We did an entire episode of the show. We walked around Beverly Hills to the busiest bars with a plunger.
I love it. What?
Yes, we were carrying a plunger.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because my friend said guys are so intimidated talking to beautiful girls.
Yeah.
If you carry something absurd, bizarre, every single one of them is gonna come and talk to us. And she was like, "Do you have the
easy
balls?" I'm like,
excuse.
"Yes."
It's an
And
excuse.
Listen, it worked because
I bet.
we went to Wally's at happy hour, and
Oh my
Wally's
God, I was picturing you.
packed.
I was picturing Wally's when you
I'll
said
show
that.
you the video. And every single guy at the bar is like, "What are you girls doing?" Because it broke the ice.
Yes.
And sure enough, one of them bought me a drink, asked for my number that same night. I ended up dating him for 2 years, which was a huge mistake, by the way. Because he was a sugar baby, like 52-year-old dude that never had a job in his life. I'm like, I don't want to deal with you.
Oh, sugar baby then, yeah.
Yeah, but not sugar baby.
Well, that's a girl, though. If it's a guy,
he
it's
wasn't a sugar baby. He was a trust fund baby. Sorry.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know.
But anyhow, my point is, men are intimidated, so you gotta do something a little crazy.
You have to bring a plunger?
No, you don't gotta bring a plunger, but maybe you come and approach or break the ice somehow.
No,
you know?
I like your idea, though. I don't like approaching either.
We can do that together one day.
But I
if
could
you
bring,
want.
like you said, I'll have.
Like you can even bring your dog, for example.
Yeah, well, I don't. But restaurants might not all want, that. So that I was thinking, like maybe I could wear a sticker.
Yeah.
That says some. I don't know.
The point is, it doesn't have to be the plunger, but anything that breaks the ice.
Or a T-shirt that says something on it.
Because they want to come talk to you.
You're right, but that's what I'm saying. They're intimidated always.
Yes.
So, that's my experience.
I'm totally your wing girl because we can do this. We can go out.
Yeah, because I have no one to go out with.
But look, this is what I'm going to tell you. You cannot give up. Because, like in my case, it takes forever and ever and ever. But you need one diamond in the sand.
Yeah,
right?
I do need to get outside my place, though. I don't think they're going to knock at my door. So, I definitely need. Last night, I went to the Beverly Hills with a friend. That was not the place to go. I literally was like, can you please look around? There's no one I would. There were like 3 guys. No one we would.
Yeah, but you got to put yourself out there.
She's actually married. So, it's hard to find someone that's single to go out with.
Yeah, you got to put yourself out there. I take
fine
really
if you want to go out.
1,000,000%.
Do you do it a lot?
Huh?
Do you go out a lot?
I don't go out a lot because I'm a massive workaholic, right? But like usually my work days are, I'm not kidding you, 15, 16 hours a day, 18 hours. But of course I go out. And I like putting myself out there, just meeting people, for the show. And I'm like I said, I'm a 1,000,000% a girl's girl. And I love supporting another girl.
Me too.
And, now we're friends because we have Raven in common.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, bring Raven. I want to bring Raven to the show. So yes, let's go out and about. But like I said, even if you take a break, because I got burned out too. Last year I needed an entire year. I needed a break from dating. And now I put myself back out there. And I'm not ready to tell the story yet, but because it's very soon, but I am dating someone.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
And you're still going to go out?
No.
Are you exclusive?
No, we just went on a few days. It's very, very new, so I want to keep. I'll tell you about it after. But of course, I go out with friends. I'm out and about. You cannot give up because your guy is trying to find you. That's what I always say on the show. Don't give up on love.
I don't mean I'm not giving up. I just there's no one to go out with, and I don't really like going by myself.
We solved that problem.
All right, let's see. Let's see if it happens.
We solved that problem.
Okay.
I mean, are you like crazy busy with work? What's going on with you right now?
Yeah, I'm always doing a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to produce my first movie, but I haven't found the right script, and so I'm looking. Yeah.
That's a fun. I produced a movie last year. And
oh my God, I never have. I haven't done it yet.
Oh my God, it was one of the most heartwarming, spectacular experience of my life.
When do you ever hear that? That's great.
We went to Cannes.
Oh my God, yeah.
We did the rounds. It was fantastic.
Oh my God, you'll have to tell me about it.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. Maybe we will end up doing something together.
Is that your first one?
It was the first time I ever produced, yes.
Wow.
It was
how'd you get funding?
Well, it's long story for another episode, but it was really fantastic.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Oh my God.
Amazing
Yeah, tell me about it later.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. And I think we have to, I love, women in film, right? We have to tell more stories.
I know, and I have a really, there's so much. I'm writing a memoir.
Oh, that's amazing.
Also, and it's something that has to be told because it'll help people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we have to tell more stories.
Yeah, I'm moving very slowly. I've been writing it for years. Really, really, really slowly.
Yeah.
Once a week is the only time I get to it, which is not good.
So before we run out of time, before I let you go, we will definitely plan a happy hour. We're definitely, I want to be out and about with you. For someone out there listening that is, you know, because I know acting can be very discouraging.
Oh my God, you have to be a sadomasochist to,
yes.
I get rejected so much. I'm just used to it, but I don't take it personally, really.
Exactly. I have alligator skin. Like, I get so many no's. I'm like, whatever, I think. No's for the show, no's for everything. And then when I get one yes, I'm like super happy. But if somebody out there is thinking about giving up, or any words of encouragement, anything you can say about this industry.
This sounds, I'm just a little too realistic, and people sometimes don't like that. But there are some people that should give up that aren't good, that always that want to do it. That sounds horrible. I know that sounds horrible.
No, you're just being real.
I had a couple friends that I know, they really wanted to make it, but they were really bad. And I'm glad they gave up, because I think that would have been a very, very painful road. And it would have been a waste of time. So they end up getting on a different road. And I think there are a lot of people I do meet who say, hey, I stopped acting. I just couldn't take it. That just meant it wasn't in their heart enough. And I maybe that sounds really bad, because I know someone else who, you know, I don't want to say it's not in their heart enough. One of the most brilliant actors I know gave up a very long time ago, and he said, I don't have what it takes to go through it.
Oh.
And then I think that should have been worked on, because he was brilliant, and my heart breaks that he gave up. So some people should give up and some shouldn't, and you kind of have to listen to the people around you. If you're in an acting class and, you know, you're getting like, okay, great job, but if people are coming up saying your work is so good, you've got to be, then you know you're really good. I mean, otherwise I don't know. But I've never given up. I'm also, here's the other thing, you guys, is that nothing is going to change if nothing changes. I mean, one of my favorite sayings is nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't make some sort of change, I mean, whether it's a new rep or what you're doing, I did make a change, and last year was a very busy year, acting-wise. I'm having to do the work of a manager, which I don't want to have to do, but I have to at this point in my career. Not everybody has to do it, but I can't do just pitching. I can't have my reps just do pitching. Nothing's going to happen. I mean, it's bless their heart.
You have to be proactive,
They're submitting me, and it's not going to do anything. I don't get auditions. It's
like you said, you found out about this audition.
I had to do it myself.
I think in life with everything, right, you got to be a little proactive, whether you have a team or not, right? You just got to go for it.
You have to do that, and right now you have to produce your own stuff. You know, and if you don't know how to do it, go to those who do it and find out how. So that's what I'm doing. That's my biggest advice. Instead of don't give up, you know, if you've got to do something different if it's not working. A lot of it is who you know, because I've noticed I don't know a lot of people. I haven't. Ones that I did know, I didn't keep in touch with. I was very shy too, so I did not get in with the casting community like I could have. So I had to work through a bunch of my weird authority figure shy issues that I had, intimidation. And I had to work through that. But, you know, casting community is kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to have to do it myself, because it's not going to go through. They're the gatekeepers, unfortunately. And fortunately for those who become good friends with them. Like I wish I could have, but.
I say you got to always push. People always ask me how my show got so big. And I say, because I keep pushing and pushing and pushing and never giving up. And I do a lot of, I go and ask. And you just got to really, and I think being an.
And you'll have to do mine.
Yeah, my pleasure.
It's cute. It's
and
really
I think
cute.
being an artist, an actor, whatever it is, it's kind of like in our blood, right?
Yes.
If I don't do something creative, I feel so dead inside.
You can't teach ambition. If you've got that fire inside, which I have, obviously you have too, it does pay off. if you keep the action going. And
Totally.
it's inspired action,
Yes.
which is great.
I love that phrase that Tom Cruise said when he was getting the honorary award this year. By the way, I met him in Cannes, and I loved him my whole life, and he's one of the most down-to-earth, incredible
Yeah, my friend works with him at Paramount.
My God. And he said, acting is not what I do, it's what I am.
Yeah.
And that really touched my heart, because I think for a lot of us it's the same. Our art is what we are. It's such a big part of what we are.
People don't understand it. Can I
Yeah.
tell you, and I don't want to be like negative, and I'm not the one being negative, but one of my old agents who I talked to recently said, listen, Josie, you had a good run. You were successful. That's that chapter, you know, move on. There are a lot of people I meet that say, listen, you did well. You should be proud of it. And they talk as if I'm off to pasture.
Oh my God, listen, get away from those people.
Oh, are you kidding me? Those are the most anti-spiritual people ever.
I think they're the people that gave up on themselves. They're the
I
people
don't
that are
know.
like, okay,
I don't
you
know.
Oh my God,
How dare someone say that, or you're never gonna make it, or you suck, you're never gonna make it. Like, you don't know.
Oh my God.
People that tell me this kind of thing. I had a drunk guy the other day. Actually, he's a producer, and he said, you know, you had a small window, Josie, where you were about to make it really big, and then you didn't.
God.
So you should just. And I just went, he's drunk.
You're like, yeah, I'll
So he's
see
being
you.
honest.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing.
I don't think he's being honest.
He doesn't know that I've
never
worked
know.
since my first show. He's never seen anything I've done. I had a very big famous personality say the same thing to me. Josie, do you want to keep doing the same thing you're doing? He has never seen my work, doesn't even know what I've done.
Yeah.
Some people think I've done one show, Charles in Charge. If you looked on IMDb and you saw...
Oh my God, you've done so much.
But if you tap on the little break, what's it called? The little drop down?
Yeah,
It actually drops down.
Yeah.
So it was 104 episodes of Charles in Charge, but then 90210 is a bunch of them.
Yeah.
84 episodes of another show, 14 of another, you know.
You've been around
another
for a long
20,
time.
whatever. And then other stuff. But people don't know that say those kinds of things.
And listen, we don't need the frenemies. Your biggest role of your life
And
could be literally just around the corner.
I don't hate them. They just didn't know.
Same, yeah. You don't have to hate them. Just
They
like
don't
I feel
know.
sorry for people like that. To be honest with you,
But thank God, like, we can't listen to people like that are
No.
anyone that's going to kill someone's dreams. And I know, like, listen, if I sucked and I kept hearing that, I'd say maybe I should take a hint, but I don't. And they don't even know my work. They don't know what I've done. So it's very different.
I'm sure you still have a lot of wonderful things.
Oh my God, are
coming
you
up.
kidding me? The
Yes.
fire's inside. There's so much
Yeah.
that's still there. There's a lot that hasn't even been touched yet. So I'm really looking forward to that. This is a new chapter.
Yeah.
It's the end of the old chapter a while ago. This is the new chapter.
And I
And that's
love
why
that you're
last
saying
year
that,
was
yeah.
really busy. And there is a book that's out right now, and I don't know the name of it, I forgot. But there is a book where a very famous man was on an airplane, an old man who's very, very, very respected, very famous. And the guy who wrote the book was sitting behind him, and he heard the old man talking to his wife, and he said, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I just feel like it's over, like I'm done. I'm a loser. I have nothing happening ever since I was so successful before. And he thought, who is this poor man? How could he see,
Yeah.
this poor guy? And he stands up and sees who it is, and he's like, oh my God. And everyone on the plane's like, so-and-so, it's so amazing to meet you. You're incredible. And he said, if only that man could see his limiting, he put he put that ceiling here. It's the new chapter. It's not trying to push the first chapter and keep it going. It's a new, different journey. It's
I love that you're saying that.
I'm not
because
on that same road
none of us. Look, I love that you said that, because it's like my show. I literally started this show later in my life after I left a 15-year super abusive marriage.
Wow.
And now
And that's going to help a lot of people.
Exactly. That's my goal in life.
Yeah.
I always tell women, like you said, it's a new chapter. Don't let anybody disqualify you. Don't let anybody tell you like it's too late to do ABCD.
Remember when
as
they
long
told
as you're
Ben
alive,
Affleck, some big guy told Ben Affleck he was never going to make it?
Yeah, I know.
Who are you to crush someone's dreams like that?
Exactly. There are people doing things
That's
that,
mean.
as long as you're alive and healthy,
There's
and,
always
and
gonna be
go
somebody
after
that
your
says.
dreams. It was such
Yeah.
an honor having you here. So fun meeting you. Thank you again. again, Raven. We love you. And we will definitely do a girls' night out.
We will with the plunger.
Yes. Guys, be safe out there. Never give up on finding love and never give up on going after your dreams.
Never.
Right? You never know. I hope you
and
get
I'm
this part.
Josie Davis on Instagram if you want to.
Yes.
And if anyone attractive wants to date me, then
oh
the phone
my God!
number's
Yeah.
there.
By the way, the link to your Insta, if you guys are listening to the audio episode, the link to the Insta is here, and as well on YouTube, Katan the Luz Show on the video episode, so everybody can find it. And if my friends wanna date, I'll do like I'll filter them. Okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you, my love, guys. Be safe out there, and thank you so much for. I just want to say a quick shout out our new studios in Beverly Hills. You guys are amazing. Thank you for welcoming us. Beverly Hills Content Studios, I love you. Thank you. Drink love, guys. Thank you.
I'd say cheers,
Yeah,
but I didn't open
cheers.
mine.